kitten. Got milk? Hey everyone, so today I'm talking about another episode of Sabrina. This is Series 1, Episode 6, Dream Date, which aired on the 1st of November, 96. This is, quite a lot of people remember this episode. When I ask people, what are your favourite Series 1, Season 1 episodes, they'll sometimes say, the one with the Mando, or the one with that Corey person. And I'm like, okay, I know which episode you're on about there. Sorry, my cushion fell. And I really do love this one, although it's not my favourite, and I will tell you why in a minute. So for those of you who haven't seen it or can't remember, this focuses on the school dance, and Sabrina really wants to go with Harvey, but Libby asks Harvey before Harvey gets a chance to ask Sabrina, because she was kind of hoping Harvey would ask her. But Libby got to Harvey first, and because Harvey has an inability to say no, Harvey agrees to go along with Libby, which turns out to be a big mistake because Harvey doesn't even dance at dances. But I'll get back to that soon. And Sabrina's like, I'm not going to the dance without a date. So Hilda and Zelda are like, get up, you've got to go. And they actually make her a date out of Mando. And there's the really lovely scene, I absolutely love it. Just the whole energy buzzing out of Beth and Caroline at this point is brilliant, where they're kneading the dough and they're making their men. And, you know, they've got like a dough hand or a dough arm, and they'll be throwing it to each other, and they'll be moulding this man, and they'll be putting the ears on, and generally making the physique of a man out of dough, which I thought was genius. I really did enjoy that. Just that little sequence. It was a silent sequence with music put on it. There wasn't any dialogue in it. And I really loved it. Just that whole scene made this whole episode perfect. But Sabrina gets this dough man and goes, bing! And then we have Chad Corey Dillon, who understands what's going on. It's not as if a case he's been born out of dough and then doesn't have a clue where he is. He understands that he is a product of Mando, which really does help in the process of the video, because Sabrina then doesn't have to explain what's going on. So she's like, actually, it's kind of cute. So she takes him to the dance, and it's alright to begin with. He's really enthusiastic. He will do, you know, he will jump at the chance to do anything. He gets excited by punch, and oh, he's just really, really excitable. And Sabrina's quite proud of him, you know, she's proud of this Mando date. But when she sees Harvey, it's kind of like, ow. You know, it's quite hard for her to deal with. But then towards the end, and this is obviously going to be a big spoiler if you haven't seen the end, Chad Corey Dillon starts to dance with Libby. And then that leaves Sabrina to have Harvey. But then Chad Corey Dillon begins to turn back into dough, because the spell wears off, and there's a scene where he's coughing, and he's got all this kind of like talky dough powder just, you know, coughing out of his mouth. And then there's a scene where Libby runs after him, and she stands in a pile of dough. That's disgusting, but it's funny. Poor Libby. But it's a really great episode. My favourite part in the entire thing, well, I have two favourite parts. I love the bit where Hilda and Zelda have made men out of dough, but they've added in a bit too much specific ingredients, and they've become a little bit annoying. The fireman who Zelda conjured up just wants to keep drinking milk all the time. And my favourite bit is where he goes, oh, hello kitten, got milk? When he's talking to Zelda. But Salem thinks he's talking about him, so Salem's head just sort of peers out of the top of a wicker basket. I just love that bit so much, I'm so easily amused. Another bit I love is where Harvey's like, no, I can't dance, I won't dance. So Sabrina puts a spell on him, just a little one, which makes him an amazing dancer. And he does this big, massive dance routine, which is, you know, there's ballet in there, there's tap, there's all these different things in this dance routine, and it's absolutely phenomenal, and the whole gymnasium are watching him. And it turns out, which at the time I wouldn't have known this, I don't think, but I mean, I've known forever now, that Nate Richert, who plays Harvey, can actually dance. He's a trained professional dancer. So that is generally Harvey, and a few people who've asked me, like, through my Sabrina account and things, is that actually Harvey dancing? Yes! It is! It's absolutely brilliant. It's really, really good. He's very talented. Which kind of just tops off the episode completely. I love it all. The cast in this is, as you'd expect, brilliant. You know, Melissa, Beth, Caroline, fantastic. Nick Bakay is Salem, brilliant. Salem isn't in this as much as I'd like, but he's still in it. There was some sort of contractual rule, I think, where Salem had to be in every episode, and he has been in every episode. Obviously, Jenna Green as Libby is brilliant. This is one of my favourite Libby episodes. I really do like it because she's not being overly mean. and she's quite vulnerable quite a lot in it as well, which I think is very funny. It's brilliant. And Nate Richert as Harvey. It's absolutely fantastic. Really do love it. Please feel free to leave comments and let me know your thoughts on this episode or anything else. My next Sabrina episode will obviously be the seventh episode of the first season. But that is it for just now, so I'll see you all next time. Bye!